If you click on the link at the top of this space right now, you will see that EW just unveiled the new cover for the New York Times bestselling authors Trixie and Katya's second book, titled Working Girls: Trixie and Katya's Guide to Professional Womanhood, which proves they not only have a hold on being cover girls, they also have your back when it comes to cover letters. And I see them both in here right now. Trixie and Katya, if you want to hit that request button down there in the bottom left-hand corner, we will bring you on as speakers so we can address all things professional and business and ladylike. I believe they're both here. Ladies, do I
Hi.
have you?
Hello, vibe check.
Hello. Yes, vibe check, vibe check. Katya, how are the vibes?
The vibes are wonderful.
Yes, now that we have this professional help guide out in the world, this book, this cover is so amazing. Thank you both so much for premiering this with us and for being here to talk with me about it. And I guess in the spirit of talking about a guide to professional womanhood, which is out October 25th, I should say that I hope this Twitter space has found you well today, just like all emails. Has it?
Happy Monday. Happy Monday to
Yes.
all.
Just circling back and to piggyback on what was said earlier and to echo and to follow up.
Oh no, corporate, the space, the circles of corporate hell. Oh my gosh. I do
I don't have the
appreciate.
bandwidth for this room, this
No.
space. I'm
Yeah.
leaving.
Oh my God. There was so I one time before I was at EW, somebody liked to use the word triage to address like in corporate culture.
come
I know.
on.
And I was like, you are not hospital
Uh,
workers. We're not triaging
um,
anything.
My assistant does.
Oh no.
I'll be like, Brandon, can you do this? He'll be like cleaning a wig. He'll be like, I'm just doing triage right now.
Oh my God. Well, I guess it's more applicable to wigs. That is an extension of the human body, we'll say. So that is more
Thank
applicable.
you. I would say
Well,
my
it's also
hairline.
it's also applicable to him because you do abuse him.
Oh,
And he is in a constant state
True.
of complete
True.
anxiety.
ask Katya about the energy that my assistant brings to the costume changes.
Okay. You want to talk about
Oh,
professional
I've seen
environments
it.
where workers are not safe? I have Exhibit A is working for Trixie because backstage during a quick change. By the way, me and my young, beautiful, lovely female assistant Eden, we're very casually getting me into the outfit. It is great. We run and we're done. I look over and Brandon looks like he's in Vietnam, like dodging minefields. Like he's so afraid, frantic, like arms flailing. It's
It really
hysterical.
Do you know
is
what? I like to
hilarious.
call that professionalism. I like to call that
Mhm.
being on the ball.
Yes.
On the ball.
Oh, we're still going with the
On
terms.
the
Yes.
ball.
No, shout out to
On the
Brandon,
plane.
truly. Like, I remember, Trixie, when I
Yeah.
came to visit you backstage at the show to do that article when you were in Pittsburgh, Brandon was like, I mean, on it. It was very impressive. So, your professionalness.
Yes, behind every great woman, there is another great woman. And her name is Brandon.
Shout out to Brandon. Now, Trixie, I do
Yeah.
appreciate that you were able to pull yourself away from the Drag Race Sweden judging table to do this interview. So, how is that set running so far?
Oh, thank you. Well, we've signed an NDA, and they wanted a native speaker,
Yeah.
so it was important for me to, I stepped down from the board at IKEA, and I got, I went over and I just sat down, I put on my crown of flowers, and I just went for
Oh,
it.
God, yes, midsummer realness.
Yes.
Now,
And in the premiere episode, I'm jumping off the mountain, and someone will be Malachi.
oh my gosh. I can't wait to see
Yes.
it.
Honestly, after this day, Joey, Katya and I have, 6 days in drag, Katya? So that's not even a joke.
Yeah, well, I mean, yes, you're
Yeah.
on tour right now. I do want to mention before we talk about the book, you are on your first joint tour together, traveling the country. So shout out to that tour.
Shout out to the tour.
Shout out to the tour.
Shout out to that tour.
Yes, shout out to the tour
out to
itself.
her.
Now let's talk about this book that is available for pre-order now at the link above. Everybody can go click in the article that we just published. There's a pre-order link there. It is out October 25th. The cover, it is two hot mama CEOs. Tell me about the inspiration for this cover image and what you wanted the cover image to sort of communicate to people who are seeking professional guidance.
Oh, that's easy. It's just we wanted to communicate the simple fact that we have a head for business and a bod for sin.
And we have an account with stockimages.com.
Yes, and we are registered on Getty Images.
Yes. I will say the cover is listen, I love our cover. Part of why I love it is because it is giving kind of go girl give us nothing, like corporate PowerPoint. Like it's not
giving
exactly
fake book in a movie on Lifetime.
Oh my gosh.
It looks like on Drag Race when they have them do a fake book. It looks like that.
Memoirs of a Geisha.
But you know what? All all book
Yeah.
art looks kind of lame until it's on a book. If we're being
Yeah.
honest, it's just a picture until it's on a book.
Shout out to the lovely designers at Plume, by the way. Thank you so
Can
much.
we just shout out the book cover itself since we're shouting out tours? Shout out to the book cover.
Yeah, I love shouting out people who are shouting out things that are not people. That's great.
Yes, we're shouting out a lot of things. I gotta say too, we look great.
You do.
We look great on that
Yes.
cover. Albert Sanchez, who's shot us many times. Albert Sanchez originally shot the Mac Diva Glam RuPaul campaign.
Wow. And Dita Von Teese. He knows how to shoot the girls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Every time he agrees to shoot us again, I can't believe it because I always think it's the last time. I'm always like, he's over it. He's over us.
Well, it kind of.
He shot the Katya Red Scare campaign.
I mean, it kind of looks like to me like were you looking to any sort of past like sort of pop cultural references for this? Because it looks to me like it looks almost like the movie poster for that Jennifer Lopez workplace comedy, Second Act. Were there like any inspirations here?
Yes. No, there was a lot of, we went through, actually, it's funny, Wall Street, the movie poster for Wall Street was a big, because the first round of design templates they had like to run by us were like, oh god, no, it looks like a teen bop, like a teen Vogue cover or something like that, or like something from the 90s or whatever. And I was like, I sent them back like, no. Like dark 80s financial like drama gritty movies. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then we kind of settled on this one.
I really do love it. It really is a gorgeous image. And the book promises, I know, to have career aptitude tests, which is so funny to me. What kind of questions are you asking in your career aptitude test, and what kind of professional outcomes are there possible for readers to get in your aptitude test?
That was my chapter. So it was, things like important stuff like what kind of bugs do you like? Are you like, do you see yourself dying by drowning or by fire? Things like
Logical, that. Yes. Shout out to Diabetes. What kind of bugs do you like? Shout out to all dragonflies.
And shout out to diabetes.
Oh no.
Shout out to lowering your A1C levels.
Yeah. Shout out to pendulum glucose control.
So wait a minute.
Thank you. Finally, we've said
both have learned to be medical professionals clearly while writing this book. Did either of you take the aptitude test in high school, and what were your results?
Gay.
A full-time profession.
I was like that episode of Daria where she takes it and it says that she should be a mortuary worker.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Because she has no social skills. That was me. We also, I mean, listen, I hire and fire people. Well, not fire people. I hire people a lot. And you do want to throw in some normal questions here and there. Like
what's the weather like today?
Yeah, you want like all those questions are bogus. Like,
what line of work?
Tell me about a time at work where you had a challenge and you had to push through it. That's bogus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What you want to ask them is which Scream movie is your favorite? Because that's something you can really hire and fire with. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. You only want someone working for you if they have taste in Scream movies and pop culture. No other qualifications. But if they don't have the qualifications, the book does promise to also touch on how to get fired with dignity. So what is your immediate advice for anyone when they are fired? And what was your personal worst reaction to ever being fired in the past?
Go ahead. Well, I'll take the lead on this one because if you read the book, I've been fired 4 times.
Wow.
I'm self-employed now, and this is the only time I haven't been fired, but I am very disappointed in my primary employee, which is me. And you basically, it's like being in a breakup, but it's really not about the other person at all. It's all about you. And you ever notice that nobody gets fired for a good reason? Everybody's story is that my boss was an asshole. I was treated unfairly. So you just have to kind of double down. When I got fired from MAC Cosmetics at Mayfair Mall in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, I believe we changed all the names of the restaurants and stuff in the book. But I heard them go, the regional manager by the name of Julie, she
that's
on my Samsung
Julie.
Yeah. It was Jewely. Julie. And DJ OOLEE. Julie. She said, we are going to terminate you. And I remember I calmly muted the phone, dropped the phone, and fell to the ground sobbing on a beanbag chair.
Oh no.
And I let being fired be my personality for about a month.
Yeah.
And it was sort of like a divorced woman where I was like getting my revenge body. I was, you know what I mean? It was like, I was kind of looking to have a revenge body experience with a corporation.
Oh.
And you know what happened? You know what
What
happened? I
happened?
became a cosmetics entrepreneur and superstar, and I go to that store and I buy tons of makeup from my old colleagues, and it's good blood. It's good blood down
Have you
there
ever
at the
crossed
moment.
paths with Julie again?
No, Miss DeJulie, I do not know, but I do shop. I go when I'm in Milwaukee and I buy makeup from the counter I used to work at, and I support the dolls. I support the ladies. I get their average unit sale up.
You should
You
just
know,
like click into her LinkedIn profile every once in a while just to let her know that you're checking up on her and just like, look what I'm doing now.
I'm watching you,
That's right.
bitch.
Yeah, big mistake.
Katya,
Huge.
what about you? What is your advice for people who have been recently fired?
Oh, I say, one door closes and then a window opens. Jump right
Oh
out and kill
no.
yourself. Just kidding, just kidding.
Oh
Um,
no.
um, I don't know. I've never been, and that's not true. I have been fired, but also wrongly accused. So, I mean, listen, what are you going to do? Life's short. Life's short. Cry
It
for
can
one
always get
day.
shorter.
Yeah. Yes. Life's short. And you
Joey,
could
are
make
you
it
secure
even
at work? You
short.
keep asking about what to do if you get fired. Are you thinking that today's the last day, or like what's
No.
up?
No, I am very secure in my job at the moment. I just feel like I need to
Are you?
ask you the tough
Do you I
questions
don't,
if we're doling out
I'm
professional
very
advice in
secure,
a
honey. Are
book.
you secure?
are you? Yeah, Mama, I'm
Do I look
secure. Are you
upset to you?
secure? Yeah.
um, have either of you ever witnessed like a fellow drag queen or performer firing or like severely reprimanding a member of their staff on tour or at a gig or something?
Are you
Mama,
kidding?
mama, mama, a girl. I won't say who it is because I don't do that anymore. But it was Julie. No, it was this girl said to this girl said to this well, this drag queen said to this sound engineer,
Oh
"Mama,
my
I'm
god.
a star, and you are a faggot who pushes
Pushes
play,"
play, yeah. I love that story so much.
which is
Oh
really
no, we
iconic.
already know who it is.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, I
Yeah,
love that.
there was a oh I know back in the day. So the first gig I got, we're working on the weekends, like it was like big deal for a drag queen. The show director, who was this old grand dame, was angry with the hot like star of the show, this girl Destiny, who was just so fierce,
Mhm.
and nobody could touch her, right? And she, I think she was like late or something, or she was doing something that aggravated the show hostess. And the show hostess screamed at the girl. She's like, all of you bitches here are here for one reason, so I have time to change. And I was like, damn. I was like, that was fierce. Not true, but very fierce. And it was
That's
just,
really sickening.
Yeah.
yeah,
Honestly, I bet the costume change was like
yeah.
one stretch gown to another stretch
Yeah,
gown.
she just changed the marabou boa, and that's
Yeah,
it. But
that's
also,
really
though,
sickening.
talk about flexing. There was a rite of passage in that I learned very quickly in that dressing room, and I'll never forget. She popped her head out of her dressing room and she says, "Katya, I'm going to need you to do my back," and she meant shave her
Oh
back.
no.
Love it.
I had to shave that whore's back, and it was so gross. And as I was like scraping the buzzer along her fucking like chicken skin, she's like, "Oh, you could go harder than that."
See,
But you know what, Katya? I don't appreciate you telling my
oh
stories
no.
about my back. And you know what though, drag queens, they do bounce back. We were just in Milwaukee. We stopped by my bar. This is it, Milwaukee. And
Mhm.
I went to the ladies' room and I walked out and I saw a drag queen. And she goes, Trixie. And I go, yeah. And she goes, I'm not banned anymore. Because she was previously banned from the bar. And I went, yay. And we hugged.
Lovely.
Oh my
Lovely.
So
See, this is all like, when people talk about climbing the corporate ladder, paying your professional dues, these are the kind of stories that I think people need to hear from two professional women. And not to get like too serious, but I do like that this book is about that, like, a lot of us in like the millennial generation were born into this idea of, grow up, college, 9 to 5 job, pay off student loans. And then you don't realize that when you're young, it's just sort of like raising kids to assimilate into a cycle. And we were sold this
Yeah.
idea of like work, work, work at a 9 to 5 because it's safe. And I like that this book seems to, through like satire and comedy, it seems to like celebrate that professional womanhood does not just mean a standard job in 2022. So do you feel like professional womanhood means something different now than it did like 10 or even 20 years ago?
I mean, I do absolutely. I think one of the things that is just more and more apparent is that college is a fucking scam.
Mm-hmm.
And like in nowadays, as much as I might be like, have that kind of boomer mentality over like TikTok, what is it? What the hell? Kick a shoe and become a millionaire? I think, well, yes, Absolutely. Kick a shoe, kick several shoes, and do all that stuff, and then become a millionaire and skip fucking college because it's crazy.
Mhm.
It's
That
crazy.
being
It's going,
said, Katya just spoke at Boston
yeah,
University
just
2 days
speak at my
ago.
alma
Oh
mater.
So
no.
But you know what I opened with a treatise on how what they are doing is a scam, and they're getting scammed by BU, and it's absolutely true. Um, you
you
know
know
it.
what? On the flip
What?
side of the coin, Katya and I have theater and like mixed media art performance degrees,
Mhm.
and we do use them.
Mhm.
Yes, but that is rare. It is very rare, and it took a while. It took more than 10 years for me to get to the place, which we're lucky. But you know what I mean, though. It's like you're expected. People don't talk about the fact that there is the track. You do the next thing, and that's going to college. You get your liberal arts degree, which is basically meaningless, useless. And it's you can graduate from a private university with over $100,000 in
Yeah.
debt, and it's just like what the fuck? It's
Mhm.
crazy. It's
Besides, if
crazy.
you come to our show, you would never know we had professionals.
Yeah.
You would
Well,
never know
degrees
that we,
where, bitch, where?
bitch, where?
Well,
Yeah.
there are, I mean, yes, I think that that is very important to say because I think a lot of people, especially now, like the next generation coming up, are very confused about, like, there's so many options of things to do. And it's like, yeah, sometimes it is okay to not necessarily go that safe route. And I like that this book, just looking through some of the list of the chapters and stuff, it seems like you're covering a wide range of things professionally here. It's both satirical and some that seem more serious. And I also like that there are passages on retirement. So I'm wondering, for both of
Yes.
you, what does the ideal retirement look like?
Ooh, a bullet in the brain and a shove off a cliff on the Amalfi
It's
Coast.
like the third death reference, Katya. Oh my god.
God.
Sleeping with the fishes.
Oh no.
Cement booties.
Okay, living
I think I'll be
retirement.
one of those people. I think I'll be one of those people who retires but still does 1 or 2 shifts a week somewhere.
Are
I'll
you
be that.
kidding?
No,
You
I'll
think
be that person.
you're gonna be working your fingers to the bone until you're dead, until the moment you die. You're gonna drop dead on the job. You are dreaming, bud.
Wait, are we talking
I
You
guess
like
are.
for me, like the ideal retirement would be passive income, so you're not really retired,
Mhm.
and B, I still get to dress up and go perform when I want,
Yes,
but it's not
actively
like
working while passive income plays in the background.
so like greeter at Sam's Club while wearing a wig? That is
yeah. By that time, there'll be Trixie Cosmetics at every mall kiosk, and I'll be like a
Yeah,
Walmart greeter of
yeah.
that.
yeah.
She'll be literally mushy banana brains in the nursing home, running a general store in the lobby.
Uh huh. Totally.
I love this. Okay, so
Yeah,
Katya, death, Trixie, Walmart greeter slash running a business at the nursing home.
yeah.
Hmm.
Wonderful.
And she will own the nursing home, but she won't know it because she'll be so far gone.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh, that's the irony. I'll be at the nursing home and own it.
yeah, yeah. I'm not
And
just a
I'll be
There we go.
customer.
upselling from
I'm the
within.
owner.
I'm going to
Mhm.
say, Gladys, you really should get a premium room. You know,
Yeah.
I'm drumming up business.
I don't have any money left. It's okay, honey. We'll put on a loan card for you.
I also think I would love to retire into another career, which I know is not retirement, but
That's just changing jobs.
oh, okay, never mind.
Yes, switching career paths. Well, I think we are nearing the end of our time here. So, is there anything else that either one of you wants to say about this book? Why you think people need it? Why you wanted to write it? What else comes to mind about this book before we
Oh,
go?
there are lovely. If people were fans of the first book, they can enjoy even more lovely, high resolution, glossy images. And one in particular of me where I'm dressed up like Catherine Trammell from Basic Instinct. You're gonna love it. It's worth it.
Oh my! Wait, like full
Uh-huh.
shot?
You can't see my actual pussy, but it's implied and it's lovely. Hard nipples.
Yeah,
Hard nipples.
Yeah,
very
and I would just
professional.
like to say in the photos, we only have a couple shitty costumes this time. Just
Yeah.
a few.
Just a
Just a
few. Just a few.
few.
They're
Just
really
to add depth and range.
yeah, really really great photos. Really good stuff. Yeah,
Mhm.
But
hot.
Any
seriously, if you want to know how to make a little money and not kill yourself doing it, I do think we have some
Mhm.
great insights because this industry